skill, I guess.
I told you you would need deniability. Pain medication, water, ice, coffee, chocolate chip cookies. Everything a man could possibly want.
Almost. Rumor has it that charity begins at home, or at least in the temporary equivalent thereof.
Why, Mel?
Why don't you just blow off this charity hoo-ha of yours, write him a check, and stay here with me tonight?
For a man with an incision so long they had to continue it on the next patient, you're pretty frisky.
If I was a man in a coffin, I'd be pretty frisky looking at you in that outfit.
Oh. No, we can't do this.
I can come with you and be your bodyguard.
No, you're not. You're supposed to guard your own body and rest and recuperate.
But
and
you
besides
guard my
which,
body.
I brought you some entertainment.
Aha, dancing girls.
The Holy Trinity.
I don't remember their act.
You once told me that you had a holy trinity of sports writers. Jimmy Cannon.
Yes.
Red Smith.
Red Smith.
And Grantland Rice.
Bravo. Well done. Ah, Dorian.
I went out to your houseboat, naturally, when I wasn't dressed like this, and I thought I'd bring them over to you.
That is terrific.
Do you think you and the boys can entertain each other?
Only for a few hours.
No? Don't tempt me, okay? Just don't.
All right.
Okay, fine.
It's fine.
Very mature, very grown up.
Very, very good. Not a problem. Something here. Can I just check?
No, like I said, don't tempt me. Please. I cannot risk leaving Kelly and Blair unsupervised.
You don't look so bad yourself, do you?
Thanks, Renee. And where are these hidden treasures we hear you have?
Really, Reverend? The silent auction is in the second floor ballroom, and I want you two to bid outrageously.
Yes, I can do that. I wanted to say hello to Andrew. I haven't seen him since I got back.
Kevin? How was Austria?
Thank you for asking. Unfortunately, it was a disappointing trip.
Well, I got the report from River, which means, of course, I don't know anything that happened over there.
I guess he has to hone his reporting skills. Basically, I showed up and David had left, and I don't know where he went or why.
Well, then, River's report was pretty accurate. I just couldn't make sense of it, and I'm sorry. I am. I'm disappointed for you. I'm sorry that you didn't get a chance to hear that Mozart again.
Thank you. I'm surprised you remembered.
That Mozart?
Yes, it was a concerto I always loved to hear my father play. Well, anyway, I'll figure this out once I wrap up a few loose ends, and River gave me the report on Eli's motorcycle incident.
Yeah, well, that was probably pretty accurate. He's feeling uncomfortable about moving in with Carlotta.
Oh, jail is definitely not a better choice.
Well, Carlotta's game. I don't think she scares very easily. I think the child service investigation will wrap up in a couple of days, Cassie.
I hope so. I'm not comfortable having Eli with you and River at the rectory still. Okay, you know, we'll see you upstairs.
Would you like a drink? Because I would.
Take it easy. Well, look who's here. Oh, and there's the one person who will wipe that smile right off her face.
Well, we have quite a variety, I think.
Good. My wife here said something about wanting to shop.
I knew I liked you from the start.
You want to clue me in on this little plan of yours?
It's strictly need to know, and believe me, you don't need to know.
I don't think I want to know.
Good. Stay out of it.
Oh, look, I hate crowded elevators. I think we should go have a glass of champagne and wait for the next one.
Hank, you've got to be down to fighting weight now after spending that time in the woods. Nothing does a man more good than to be out there with himself and the wildlife.
Oh, yeah, it was wild, all right.
Yeah?
Yeah. You know, Renee, she's got herself a pretty good turnout here. You know, I think that the women's clinic is going to be the best funded facility in the Commonwealth. Do we know what's up for auction?
No, but why don't we go find out?
This man's elevator.
Whoa, what an entrance.
One life to live.
Wednesday.
My partner and I are here to spend some of Club Indigo's Jazz Festival revenues on Renee's most worthy cause.
Share some of our good fortune with the women's clinic.
That is what solid, upstanding citizens do, right?
And there's no one more upstanding than our district attorney. Isn't that so, Carlotta?
You learn quickly.
Oh, come on, Miss Principal. We don't want to overstay our welcome. Miss Vega's never been long on patience. To the bar.
What was that all about? Ladies' room.
I to powder my nose, excuse me.
You know, Hank, I believe we can have these halfway smoked by the time they get back.
You are definitely a friend's friend, my friend. So, all right, so I'm at the cabin, and I'm putting on a reverse burnout here. I'm feeling good about myself. I'm catching some fish. I'm watching the grass grow. I'm a happy camper.
What'd you catch?
A largemouth. So anyway, I'm standing there. I'm gutting my dinner. And what do I see? Jakara standing at my porch step, and she's carrying a bottle of wine and some steaks.
What cut?
Fillets, I think. So anyway, I mean, to make a long story short, I tell her, look, you want some surf and turf? You have to learn how to clean some fish. I mean, seeing as that she was too late to cut the bait.
How did she do, Hank?
Not bad. Not bad. Cleaning the fish.
Yeah, I know. Cleaning fish.
So anyway, she's standing there. She has fish blood on her hands. She has scales in her hair. So she wants to go take a swim. To clean up.
Yeah, I know. To clean up.
So, she's got a swimsuit on under her clothes.
What a woman. She's prepared. A Girl Scout.
So then she proposes that we go take a night swim together.
And you say...
Hey, lady, you want to take a dip in the dark? Cool. Fine. Be my guest. I'm fine right here at the cabin.
So you're a good man, Hank. Admirable. I'm just saying. You know. Then what?
Well, then, she's out there in the water. I'm in the cabin. I pop open a bottle of wine. Knock on the door. I turn around. It's Carlotta. She's got some steaks and a 6-pack of beer.
Oh, what a woman.
Anyway, she's all apologetic. She doesn't want to be angry with me anymore.
What a woman.
Would you stop saying that? So before I can get a word out, she sees Jakara standing there in the doorway, soaking wet.
Yeah, but in her bathing suit.
In her swimsuit?
In her swimsuit.
What did you do?
Held my ground.
Good girl. And Jakara?
Held her ground, too.
What nerve.
Like steel.
What finally gave?
Hank, he said we had some personal business.
And did she get the message?
Whatever she is, she's not stupid. You should have seen Hank. He looked so miserable with the three of us nose to nose to nose. I almost had to feel sorry for him.
He doesn't deserve your sympathy.
I said almost.
Well, how are things between you now? I mean, you're here with him tonight.
No, okay, so he doesn't deserve my sympathy, but I had to forgive him.
Had to?
I couldn't help it. But Jakara, I will never forgive.
You know, I've always had an icky feeling about her attitude towards Hank from the very beginning. But I'm really surprised at Hank.
You are?
What?
What?
Nothing, forget it.
No, what?
I just wondered how you think Hank really feels about Jakara.
Hank, you know, I wouldn't beat myself up too much about this if I were you. I mean, you were just there. Just happened to have two strong-minded women there, too, right?
Yeah, the flesh is weak, but...
Yeah, and men are dogs.
Like I said.
Yeah, but things must have worked out all right with Carlotta here tonight with her.
Yeah, well, you know, forgiveness can be elusive.
And memory, long.
Besides which, my baby brother may solve the problem for me.
Time tomorrow.
Mother!
I got a call from Addie's doctor. He said that she had to be heavily sedated after you and Blair paid her a visit.
I'm sorry to hear that, but...
You should be. May I say, I think your behavior has been atrocious.
All right, just let that go.
I can't. Do me a favor?
That's what I live for.
Bid unreasonably high on something absolutely wonderful for me.
You can do that.
I'll be right back.
Kevin, honey,
Yes.
have you seen Dr. Doherty anywhere?
You know, no, not since I got here. Why?
Well, I mean, if I didn't know better, if I didn't think I knew better, I'd say he was actively avoiding me.
Come on, that's hard to feature. Did you check the tables downstairs? Maybe he's down there thinking the same thing about you. I'll let him know if I see him.
Thank you. Hi.
Oh, Vicky, I was just looking for you.
Oh, well, I'll be back in a minute. I seem to have misplaced Dr. D.
Hello.
Hi.
Dad?
Kevin.
Something you want to tell me about?
Well, there's not much to tell, really. I just kind of reminded Dr. Doherty of the Buchanan, contributions that we've made to the university endowment and suggested that he make himself scarce this evening.
Nice move. Oh, it is.
Clint, Kevin.
Hey.
All
Hi,
right.
darling.
How are you?
Hello there, Clint.
Hi.
Kevin, this is Mary.
Dr. Maud Boylan needs no introduction.
Well, she's also Mary Hayes, Mel's mother.
I did need an introduction. Sorry, Kevin Buchanan.
Mel speaks very highly of you.
That's nice to hear.
Mary generously donated autographed copies of her books and dinner with Dr. Maud at the Palace. You'll find them right over on that table there.
Hey.
Oh, well, if you'll excuse me, I want to be sure and get my bid down immediately.
Well, thank you, Clint.
It's great to meet you, Dr. Boylan.
Mary makes it so much simpler.
Mary. Please excuse me?
Surely.
See you later, Kevin.
Renee,
Who is that distinguished-looking gentleman over there?
Where?
The one that just came in. He seems to be hiding behind the potted palm.
Oh, that's Dr. Doherty. He's the president of Landview University.
Oh, excuse me. I want to speak with him. Dr. Doherty?
Yes.
I'm Mary Hayes, otherwise known as Dr. Maud Boylan.
Oh, yeah, I'm delighted to meet you.
I want to compliment you on the outstanding LU Library on medical information.
Oh, thank you.
I'm very impressed.
Thank you very much.
Why, may I ask, are you in the shrubbery?
Oh, well, I'm protecting the university's endowment.
Good to see you, Ian.
Hi, how are you?
Where's Blair?
She is repairing some undetectable damage. Have you had a chance to look over all the loot?
Yes, full soccer gear from Plissa Sporting Goods.
Ah.
Shirts, shorts, socks, cleats, a great soccer ball, all you need.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
For you.
thank you. Very sweet of you. Well, I guess now you have to bid on a gift for me.
And what do you have in mind?
Well, let's go shopping, shall we? Oh, would you look at those? These earrings, and these are just wonderful. Look at these.
Okay. Let's see if we can make them yours.
Okay, I love them. I think they're just exquisite.
Well, that's for a good cause.
These are fabulous.
Oh, yeah, those are fabulous.
Please. Go. Yes.
Forget it. This is stupid. Let's get out of here. All right, we'll go down to J. Rod Jewelers tomorrow and get whatever you want.
Oh, did you see Star playing with my earrings while I was getting dressed tonight? Excuse me? Oh, what did you just say? It was adorable. Star was sitting in the middle of our bed while I was getting dressed, and she was trying to put on a pair of my earrings. Are you really that stupid?
She could have swallowed one of those earrings, Taya.
No, she couldn't have, Blair. I can't take my eyes off her when she's playing dress-up like that. Well, she's like any other kid with her hand in her mommy's jewelry box. What? What? Oh. Mommy? That's just a figure of speech. You bitch.
Come in. Oh, hey, Davy. I didn't order room service.
No, Mr. Hayes, this is compliments of the manager. He's a big fan of yours, and he said to say he hopes you're feeling better and that you enjoy your stay with us.
Uh-huh. Well, tell him, thank you. But, tell him, thanks very much.
Thank you, Mr. Hayes.
You must have held the wrong pumpkin. The ball is across town.
I'm sorry to intrude on you like this.
Oh, don't be. You have no idea how welcome you are. Come on in. Make yourself at home.
Thank you.
So, what's up?
Something happened today. I need your input. I've always heard the stories about Addie hurting Mother, but this time Addie insisted that Mother was the one who hurt Melinda.
Are you sure that's what she meant?
Yes. I mean, she was hysterical, but she was adamant. She kept saying that that I, as mother, had hurt Melinda when they were little. And I feel awful that I upset Addie and Blair in the process. But Mel, what could she have meant by that?
It doesn't mean anything to you.
No, not really. I mean, a faint glimmer of a memory, something that I might have half heard years ago, but...
Maybe Kelly knows something about this.
Yeah, it's possible. You know, Mel, I haven't wanted to say this out loud.
It's between you and me, kid. It stays in this room.
I think it's time that we seriously consider the possibility that there might have been some sort of abuse when Mother and her sisters were growing up.
We've been all around it without saying so. I've given it quite a lot of thought, and you obviously have. As far as I can tell about these things, it doesn't read to me like there's been sexual abuse. Dorian doesn't seem to fit that profile. Although I do have an expert with whom I can check my impressions.
Could you?
Yeah. First chance. Are you all right?
Not really. So, where do we go from here? I mean, we have Mother's story, we've got Addie's story as far as we can piece it together.
You think there's a chance we could get a sense of the third sister story? I mean, if you got hold of Kelly and told her the situation and asked her if she has any information, anything she could tell us that would enlighten us, especially anything about Dorian hurting Melinda.
Okay, I'll talk to her as soon as I can.
All right, good.
I gotta get going. I've left Kevin stranded at this party. It's just been... Mel, thank God my mother has you. Just keep mending.
Cass, one minute. This, was a well-intentioned gift from the management. Would you, give this to Kevin as an apology from me?
An apology?
Yeah, for keeping you away from him.
Well, he will greatly appreciate it.
To you, and a most interesting evening.
Ha ha, it's only just begun.
Ah. You know, if I went on to you and your ways, I think I'd be completely bowled over.
You will be. Just give me some time.
Seeing as you're being so direct, how about enlightening me about this dynamic between you, your ex-husband, and his new wife?
Oh, you'd be very disappointed.
Oh, I doubt it.
All right, it's simple, yet very dull. I want revenge. On Todd, that is. Tay, I just detest on principle.
I don't understand. I mean, I thought that you initiated the divorce.
So?
Well, if you got everything you wanted, then why are you playing the injured party?
Excuse me, I am the injured party. Todd has my little girl Star in that wife.
Yes, it must sting being replaced so quickly.
Hell, isn't replaced. Todd married Taya for the custody case, and Taya married Todd strictly for the cash.
I see, just so that I'm following, it's not okay for Taya to marry Todd for his money, but it's fine for you to pursue me for mine.
Absolutely. I've been totally honest with you. You've been brutally frank with me. No one else is involved. No harm done. Taya, on the other hand, is in this marriage just to fool the courts and for her own personal benefit. You know, it is such a sick joke that it makes me want to throttle her with my own hands. I am going to go upstairs and see if you still have the highest bid for those lovely little earrings that you're going to buy for me. I'll be right back.
Renee, have you seen Dr. Doherty?
No, darling, I'm sorry, I haven't.
Oh,
there, big guy. Where you been?
Oh, well, I was kind of cooling my heels to be fashionably late. Well, let's get this over with.
That's the spirit.
Okay, what's up for grabs? Because I intend to leave unfashionably early.
Well, one of the hotter items is a complete set of Dr. Maud Boylan's autographed books and dinner with the doctor herself.
Now, that's for me.
Well, now, wait a minute, Pa. I've got a pretty hefty bid on that item myself.
Ah, I have the top bid at $1,000.
Now, that's a sobering thought. You and Dr. Maud pondering the destruction of mankind.
Well, only some kind of man, I suspect, Asa.
Well, I tell you what, I think that it is worth the preemptive bid of $2,000.
Oh, well, as long as you're there, Pa, put me down for $2,500.
Quit.
I'm bidding for both of us.
Read this, Renee.
Top best bid plus $5 grand. Asa, you can't override the bidding.
Says who?
That's very generous of you, Asa.
And I thank you for the gesture, Mr. Buchanan. I look forward to an interesting evening. And for family harmony, I have an open invitation for dinner for the two of you.
Thank you. What am I bidding for?
Charity, Pa. Charity, remember?
Asa, if you ever want a cheap date for dinner, you know my number. When did Asa become a fan of Dr. Maud's? I have no idea, but I take it as a promising sign.
You know, I'm
Oh, thank you.
I'm kind of shocked. Actually, I'm shocked and appalled at the way Doc Doherty is neglecting him.
Gee, thanks for your concern.
Well, I'll tell you what, why don't we linger a while, place a few more bids, and then go hear whoever's playing at Club Indigo.
It's rhythm and blues tonight.
Oh, do we like that?
We do.
Then so do we.
Okay. Why not? Let's do it.
Great.
Oh, Bo, darling, Nora was just telling me about your adorable, darling adoptive pup, but unfortunately, I can't auction off a dog. I hope you find him a good home, though.
You tried to auction him off?
Well, it's for good cause. Oh, don't look at me like that. Another good cause would be to send the first record producer into orbit.
Oh, Jakara? You heard?
I don't know who I'm madder at. Chikara for presuming herself into the situation, or Hank for letting her.
No, Hank didn't let her do anything.
He let it get pretty far.
What for? She cleaned some fish, she took a swim, and then when Carlotta showed up, she left.
Well, what if Carlotta hadn't shown up? What then? What would have happened then?
All Hank aimed to do was fish.
Yes. And Chikara happened to jump onto his hook. You know? Hank should have known better. He should have cut the thing, you know, cut the line, cut the bait, whatever the metaphor is.
What is he supposed to do, honey, really? I mean, be rude to his brother's business partner right when he's trying to keep the peace with RJ? He couldn't ask her to just pack it up and go home.
So instead he asked her to strip down and go for a swim?
No. That's not what happened.
Oh,
No. Listen. We've got enough problems of our own right now. Let's not knock ourselves out getting involved with Hank and Carlotta's business, too, okay?
We have problems of our own? I think I need some fresh air.
Oh, I hope Hank does better with Carlotta.
Hey.
Hey.
Are you going to relax, or am I going to continue to spend the evening alone?
Well, one thing I know for sure is I'm not going to let you spend any more time alone. You know I'm not mad at you, Hank.
Good. Because you're here with me.
Mm-hmm.
Jakara is with RJ. And what matters is we don't let her cause any more tension between us.
Sounds like a plan.
Good. Well, hello, RJ, Jakara. Are you guys enjoying the evening?
Well, just fine, thank you.
Have you seen the wonderful things on the tables upstairs?
Yes, we have. But I'm afraid all the best things are already taken.
So, what's up between you and the Queen of Angel Square? I mean, she's even more bent out of shape than usual. You know, I couldn't help but notice Hank's even more rigid than normal.
Is he?
Huh? Okay, look, I'm gonna have to ask you straight out then. Is there something going on between you and Hank?
Blair. I was hoping we'd have a few minutes together. That scene with Addie, I hope you understand what happened.
What's to understand, Cassie? You upset my emotionally disturbed mother.
Girls, I hope I don't have to remind you that this isn't the optimal setting for airing family grievances.
No. Cassie prefers St. Anne's. My fault. I was just trying to explain to Blair how Addie got so upset.
Okay, while you're telling that story, I'd like to hear it too.
Addie confused me for you, Mother.
Oh, and that upset her. Why?
She accused me as you.
Just stop it, all right? It is bad enough that you take this misguided crusade all the way to Europe, to poor, sick David. Then it's reprehensible. It is absolutely reprehensible that now you take it to poor, sick Addie.
You know, Dorian, I just, look, I overreacted. I guess I must have. I mean, that made you think that what happened at St. Anne's was more or worse than it was.
I am not overreacting.
Thank you for that. I didn't do it for you, Cassie. I did it for Dorian.
Timing is everything. You better keep it down, Blair. You need to save your strength for tomorrow. Because when I get you in that courthouse, I'm gonna level you.
So, did you sell big?
Apparently as big as they come. This long, tall fellow named Asa Buchanan.
Angels and ministers of grace defend us.
I'm afraid they won't. I couldn't tell whether he was more motivated by the idea of having dinner with me or his alarm that Renee had bid so high on same.
You and Asa at dinner. You better bring yourself a chaperone, Mom.
I'll bear that in mind, son.
So, what else, Mayor? I need details.
Well, everything seemed remarkably calm where the Kramer women were concerned. What? By their standards. And Dorian looks stunning, but I imagine you knew that.
I did.
Of course, I don't know what happened after I left.
Actually, I'm glad that you cleared out when you did. I wanted to call you about this tomorrow morning, but since you're here now...
Shoot.
I need your opinion. Your professional opinion. You remember I told you about Dorian's overreactions about Star Safety?
Yes, you thought it was possibly some childhood incident in Dorian's life that was driving her?
It turns out that Dorian was harmed by her elder sister.
Harmed?
In one notable incident, Addie actually went after Dorian with a pair of scissors. And then there's also the question as to whether Dorian hurt the youngest sister, Melinda.
Go on.
Okay, assuming childhood abuse, I've been considering the possibilities, and I'll be as delicate as I can about this.
Not for my sake, I
No,
hope.
no. For mine. Dorian shows no signs of sexual maladjustment, but...
But you're not, after all, an expert on the matter. It's a tough subject. And this is, mind you, just a superficial impression. But I would agree with you that Dorian doesn't seem to present behaviors typical of having suffered sexual abuse. Now, on the other hand, abnormal violence between siblings, well, that says there was something going on in that household.
Oh, yeah.
There's all forms of abuse, mind you. I mean, there's emotional, there's verbal, there's physical, all of which tend to lead toward insecurities. And I think insecurity is what's behind Dorian's drive and need for control. Is this what you wanted to know?
Yes. I think you're right.
There's something in Hank I can't help reacting to. What have I told you about my older brother, Jason?
Not much.
He was steady and strong, decent, dependable, and still too cool for the world. I loved him. I admired him. And I counted on him for more than I should have because after he died, I went out of control.
I'm sorry.
Well, I've obviously pulled myself together again. But I miss him. There isn't a day that...
I know what you want to say.
What I miss in Jason, I see in Hank.
So, Hank is like a brother to you?
Not exactly.
Don't you dare threaten me about tomorrow. I will get my little girl back, and I will make you pay for everything you have done to me, Taya.
That's a pathetic, doomed wish. Judge Goldberg's no fool. She'll see you're not fit to be Star's mother. She'll hand Star over to me as fast as she can bang her gavel.
Oh, God, you're living a lie, and everyone knows it. Oh, your professional ethics are laughable. Your personal ethics are despicable.
Blair, calm down. My God, you're overreacting.
You lied to the court. You stole my little girl away from me. There are 2 words for women who sell their services to people like you do, Taya. An attorney is one of them.
You're taking this far too personally.
Dunno,
This is a
sis,
legal
but I
matter
think
and
it's
one
gonna
that
be
shouldn't
good.
be debated here. It's totally inappropriate.
I don't care. Who hears me? You were messing with the wrong woman, Chiquita. You're not fit to live, and I am going to tear you apart. Don't you hit me. Ah!
Stay tuned for scenes from the next One Life to Live.